Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend Tempest. Check this out. We almost reach all the way around the world. That, honestly, is a thing that would be neat enough for me that I might endeavor to do it before the game ends. Trying to make our country ring the globe. Anyway, we have a lot of important things to do as far as murdering this player. Alright, I did save in the middle of a turn. Let's get a move on here. So, I don't think that we're going to be seeing any particular anger from anybody on the map over eliminating purple. Sometimes the AIs, you know how these games work. You get penalties for eliminating other players. Sometimes you get those warmonger penalties, which I think is a perfectly reasonable, sensible, balanced decision. There has to be some kind of penalty to war, otherwise war is just like the best way to solve every problem. But who could possibly care about the Forgotten getting removed from the map? Seriously, they are the worst. There's nothing I hate more than starting up a game and finding out that the Forgotten are my closest neighbor. Who's this? This is some fire ships. Probably going to retreat, and then we will catch and slay them. I want to come down here and hit this sea region, but we got to keep our forces. Oh, did I include you? I did. I included you as a reinforcement because I was talking rather than unchecking boxes. Okay. Well, we'll block them for now. It'll be fine. Obviously, Marinus is about to fall. They'll attack us next turn, because the AI always uses their units in a city to attack the besiegers on the turn when hitting end turn would cause the fortification value to fall below 0. It is as reliable as clockwork. Alright, does Utheran have anything else tremendously important to build? We do actually have some science stuff that we could still use here. So let's buy a little bit of titanium, keep producing science buildings, and now that we have both of the stockpile technologies, we can make good use of the stockpiles on the marketplace. One thing that maybe I was not 100% clear about is that having a stockpile tech, having either of the stockpile techs, allows you to build stockpiles, but they also add value to your stockpiles because you're more efficient at using the resources. So unskilled labor allows you to create stockpiles and gives plus 500 to the value of all your stockpiles. The default value of a stockpile is 100 of a resource. Unskilled labor brings it up to 600, and then if you have that and also get organized labor, it brings it up to 1600. Obviously, this is a lot better. So 1600 science, thanks to our technology. There's no good reason for us not to buy this. The only question is, do we want to use it now to accelerate the oncoming difference engine, or do we want to wait until we have difference engine and then spend them because they'll be larger? And I'm pretty sure the answer is we want to accelerate difference engine in any way we can. Because it really is just like a huge, huge deal. Alright, so we use 6 stockpiles. It will expend 1 stockpile per turn for the next 6 turns. Do we have any citizens who are devoted to things that are not science? Belloc actually still has a lot of people on industry, which was a good idea at one time, and is no longer necessary. And we have 11 people on industry in the city that we just started building this in, and I'm actually fine with that. Get that finished, and then we'll move them to science. Because right now what they're building is going to give them a bonus to science output. Alright, so we're going to finish this guy off properly. Apparently winter's going to fall. That I don't think affects us all that much. Alright, that's done. Make sure this happens before that guy gets a chance to move. So, auto-resolve. Dead. That's good, good XP. Oh, okay, well, hold on. We are not including you as reinforcements. Alright, there we go. And now we can Now we can chase him with this ship, since we maintained the action point, and actually attack and finish him off. Alright. Oh, we got our Titan Bones booster from keeping a garrison in Belloc. That's cool. We have enough Titan Bones that I think we can keep our booster rolling indefinitely even without that, but it's still nice to have. I think that it's going to be worthwhile to build a reliquary. I'm pretty sure. Because dust converts into science now that we can buy stockpiles. And it's not just buying stockpiles from the market, but it's also paying dust to finish our stockpiles we're building. So I think I'm going to put it right here. No, I'm going to put it right here. I was thinking right here because we could build an intensifier, but let's just put it right here. And then we only have to build one district to level it up. One borough. You know what? I'm just going to buy this out, I think, and let's focus immediately. That doesn't even take a turn off of Difference Engine. But it still does leave more built-up science after Difference Engine completes. Alright, so, you know what? We don't have to manual this. Our troops are more than capable of this this move. I just didn't remember to dismiss that. Can you not just attack the tile? Oh, because that's not a... Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay. So, these guys have pretty poor infrastructure. Let's go ahead and buy this out. Definitely want a dust filtration thing. Man, these cities are just not... We're taking a lot of cities that are not very good over here. They destroyed all of their neutral villages to pacify them and then did not rebuild them because they're terrible. Let's get a cargo dock going as well. Buy that because we want the trade right away. And then we need to build all of the science buildings. So let's go buy a big chunk of titanium. We're going to need an alchemy workshop. We're going to need advanced alchemy lab, large scale, whatever the thing is. What is it? Large scale aquatic center. And we'll buy a lot of this stuff out because we really do want the city to be functional immediately. And then I'm just going to move everybody over to science. This is our thing now. We just put everybody on science. Alright, can you merge into this army? Yeah. That'll just simplify things a little bit for me. Oh my god, we need so much titanium. We actually can't even buy all the titanium that we're going to need. Alright, well, in a second here, we'll pass the turn and get a bunch of dust. And unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for somebody to sell more titanium to the marketplace if we want to actually, if we want to be able to buy stuff. We may have to rely on our own mining for a little while. Ooh, Tier 2 Hyperion Mithrite weapons. This is a thing you do not see very often. Okay. I don't think we're going to need it, but it would be cool to have. And we're getting levels on Eslik Tarash, who is a great hero. I'm going to pick up Cold Operator, obviously, and then we'll head back and finish off Battle Perspective, which is great. Okay. Do we have... Yeah, everybody's actually building stuff. Unfortunately, we're just really short on titanium, man. This city has a titanium deposit, and it has it in a position where we can build an intensifier on it, too. Hi, Purple Boat. How are you doing? Do not include as reinforcements. Obviously, we will be successful. He flees. Yeah, so if you want to prevent your opponents from being able to retreat, you got to use 2 armies so that you can do this. Retreating takes away about half their HP, but next turn they'll be able to retreat again because of the regeneration that happens between turns. So if you want to make sure that they really can't get away, you have to hit them twice on the same turn. I know that says 62 turns, and obviously we will not be playing this game for 62 more turns, but yeah, this seems fine. Don't want to go... Nope. Can't afford to. Also, I don't really... This is not as valuable. It can be if you get a lot of interest. If you get a lot of influence early, I would argue that +2 industry on district is better than +2 science on district. But at this point, we've basically built everything that we need to build, and we're mostly focused on new research. So, sorry, I saw enemy units. I changed my mind. Let's go this way. So with any luck, these are the last 2 land regions that purple holds. You know what? I actually don't know if a fire ship one-on-one beats an artillery ship that is better equipped, because it totally might. Like, that fire debuff is rough. We should have somebody pick up these pearls. Alright, let's buy out the rest of the titanium, probably. Ooh, we actually are not going to be able to afford to do all of it. It's really expensive. But we want to get this going. We need Imperial funding in as many places as possible. Our faction quest is still ticking along. We're getting there. Ah, see, he thinks he'll win. He's trying to chase us. You want a truce, I'm assuming? You'll give me the fire ship technology. That's actually not a very good deal. The AI has weird technology evaluation. And Purple is still spying on us. I'm not too worried about it. This is an insane attack. I have no idea why you would do this. Maybe he did it so that our boat would get locked up in the combat thing, and he'd have time to move his fire ship toward this thing that he wants to defend. Is this Guardian going to come and fight us? Because I will fight. The Guardian's just going to retreat from this. Guardians are large, impressive units, but they're not actually, like, very good. They're impressive because of the cost involved, more than anything. More than their prowess. Okay, so we do see, over here, a purple region. So clearing this island will not get rid of them entirely. Alright. We need to merge up some of these naval units. We have too many naval armies. Navies. The English word that means naval army is navy. But actually, it looks like we might be winning a quest victory instead of a science victory, just because our science victory might take a significant number of turns yet, and our quest victory, our wonder victory, I should say, will be available to us sooner. Not for lack of trying. Okay, they have pushed off the black spot. We will obviously trivially reapply it because we are an actual influence power, and they are not. We can afford to reapply this every turn for more turns than they can afford to shake it off. Alright, now we are the ones who are retreating. They sure do have a lot of ships left. I'm pretty surprised. I just kind of assumed, based on the like the very, very slow trickle of ships back up into Aldodev to try to retake it, that they didn't have much left. Actually, I don't think it matters, because I think there's no movement points left on this, maybe. Oh no, never mind. You can totally still move up and kill this guy. It's so weird, if he has all these ships, why is he separating them into tiny little armies instead of just fighting me? Just bring everything to bear all at once. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. Okay... Cloud Factory seems like a good idea. Get your population growth on. How are we doing as far as stockpiles? Is there any city that's actually close to a stockpile? It doesn't take that long to make them in Ligu. It won't take that long to make them in Belloc either. Okay, so next turn, we might be able to afford to buy that out. We just want to run as many stockpiles as we can, running up to Difference Engine. We do have the ability to buy industry stockpiles and then spend them on cities that are building the science stockpiles as an indirect way of creating science stockpiles. This is a little bit cheaper, obviously, than just straight buying out the science stockpiles in the city. So let's pop some of these. You get one. I'm basically just going to use one in every city that's building Royal University right now. And you get one, and then we'll also try to get some of these actual science buildings done a little quicker too. So each one of these cities is receiving a boost of 1,600 industry for this turn. Yeah, you too. Oh, and our approval level has dropped. Let's see if we can't drag that back up. Okay, 93%. We do not have the dust anymore to keep pushing on buying luxuries, so we're not actually generating that much per turn. It's only about 2,000, so. Alright, 2 more turns until we have Mastery over Empires complete, and we can move on to Step 8. Which I've already forgotten. I do not remember what it is, despite the fact that we did it last game. Try to drive up the city's resting approval point. Oh. I'm the first to have 5 heroes of level 8, and I've received the Breastplate of the Pure. Which is actually pretty good. You know what? Go for it. That's what I thought. The hero unfortunately got his ass kicked. He'll survive. Satasa has reached level 10. He gets the last skill that is relevant to what he's doing here, and then I guess he's just going to move up this side. Like, I believe that stuff like Defensive Tactician does still apply to the army while you're in a transport boat. I think. I guess we can find that out really easily. Oh, we're being spied on by Pink as well. Fantastic. Somebody just nominated themselves for next target. Juliarn is a weird shape. Alright, let's build a burrow here. Get this thing out to the ocean so we can build cargo docks. Let's also plan to build an Abbey of Anomalies right here. And that way we have a nice functional triangle. Let's just buy these out. Because I'm impatient. The improved city tiles, the leveled up city tiles, do actually provide more resources in addition to providing additional approval. So there are a lot of good reasons to do the thing that I just did. I'm going to go ahead and leave these guys checked as reinforcements because they can't get close enough to initiate their own combat anyway. This way at least they get XP this turn. Alright, Liku finished the thing they were working on. Buy out. Yeah, it's only 13 turns here. And then this city will be pretty quick about it. Oh, they don't even have large-scale aquatic center yet. Is there titanium on the market? Oh, somebody sold a bunch. It strikes me that I didn't think to do something. There's no good reason not to equip plus science per citizen on all of our governors, but we need a ton of titanium to do it. So I actually don't know that we would have done it by now because we've been... Wow, we don't... Man. Alright. Well, I'm going to buy enough titanium to at least put it on Valhalla. Because obviously her city's very specialized to take advantage of it. We'll get these on to the rest of our governors slowly as we can trickle the titanium in. What I was going to say is I don't know that we actually would have bought them by now, even if I had remembered earlier, because of the fact that we have been so stretched for titanium. Right, you have basically everything. We'd love to build a hydromatic laboratory here, but, you know, problems. Okay, let's make sure that these keep rolling, and we finally have enough Moonleaf to get plus 50% science output. When Difference Engine finishes, we're going to tear through the next end tier tech really quickly. A lot faster than we got through Difference Engine. You know what? I'm actually... Oh, they're going to attack me. Okay. Yeah, the artillery ships are just going to mow them down before they even get close. What is this? Oh, this is just some transport ships. I don't care about that. Alright, we should be able to take this from them pretty trivially. I do not generally... I want to make something clear. Do not generally advocate the use of this much auto-resolve. Auto-resolve is a scourge. It's a thing people think, oh, I don't want to actually sit here through the battles. Let's just hit the auto-resolve button. But man, the AI is so bad at commanding your units. You are so much better. Just go ahead and get in there yourself. Really dig in. But against enemies that are so much weaker than we are, I actually feel pretty okay doing it. Alright, we had a huge enough advantage to counter the fortification, I was pretty sure, and hey, look at that, turned out to be right. Plus 10 damage on all units in the army, fantastic. Let's go grab this ruin real quick on our way to where we're going. Not even anything rough. Okay. Alright, we have another guy joining the army in a turn. That's good. We definitely want to get dust filtration and cargo docks up. Doesn't really matter where we put them. That's worth rushing. More sea trade. You always need more sea trade. In case you missed it when I clicked through here earlier, this is the value of our trade routes. It is very significant. Oh, did I miss somebody? Celamont. I don't even know where my cities are. Oh, the new city. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Alright, we'll spend some dust rushing that so that we will have more income, so that we can buy more titanium off the market. It does look like people are selling it, which I very much appreciate. So the quantity keeps going up. How many fortresses are in this region? Just the two. Really close together. Alright, so let's lock this region up. Yet another sea region for our noble empire. We get down here. Green and pink. We're catching a lot of spies, which I think is mostly luck, because the security values of our cities are not actually that high. We should be at 30 or 40 in every place. 40 is okay. 30 is pretty bad. We really don't expect to start seeing spies get caught all the time so early. Or so at such low security values. Once you've built your first security building and you can reliably be at like 60%, that's when you usually start to see it. So 40 wine is not going to cut it, obviously. We need to reactivate our dust orchid. Is there enough wine on the auction, or the marketplace rather, to make a booster out of what's in here plus what we have? There isn't even. Jeez. All right. What do we not have running? We don't have any of the first tier stuff running. We don't have blood crystals. I need to get like one more good booster running because we have dropped down below fervent. Okay, we can buy some blood crystals. There we go. That'll put us back into fervent, and also it does give plus attack on our units. Not that we need it. Let's scout over here and see if we can figure out what the deal is. Oh, this city... It looks like the city doesn't actually stretch into the water. Oh, maybe it does. This is exploitation, yeah. This tile is city. I wonder if we can bombard up cliffs. Well, we're certainly going to try. Okay, we have a new legendary building. Plus 45% science output now, and obviously then we'll go back and get the rest of Inspirational Leader. Her science output is getting really, really sharp. The spices have ended, and we can't restart them yet. Strength's Far is contributing, you know? This is the last skill he has that actually helps him be a governor. Control the two... excuse me. Control the two ocean regions, Garant and Morris, at the end of a turn. Well, we have Garant. Do we know where Morris even is? We don't. Well, based on what the information we do have, it basically has to be this region, right? This is the only thing that could be a real sea region that we can't see the name of. So I suppose we should rededicate our navies in this direction. We do have to hold Garant, though, so we can't just abandon this stuff to purple. We have not been focusing on getting pearls. Well, let's build some more military units. We do still have a pretty small army. I'm not too worried about the pearls. At this point, intensifiers, and it's all stuff that would be kind of nice to have, but that I don't really care about. How do you not have cargo docks? This guy. This dude's empire is a mess. It's a good thing we are here to rule it for him. We have a lot of science buildings yet to construct, and not a lot of titanium with which to construct them. Alright. That gives us enough for some of these earlier ones, at least. This is really important. Who else needed buildings? Nearness is also new. I don't know, man. Just work on that. I have neither the time nor the inclination to micromanage all these new cities. Just go ahead and queue one of these. So those will be 9 turns. Oh, Arrow's about to finish one too. Alright, so we're going to have Difference Engine very, very soon. It's basically just a race between our two victory types. I do want to put a nail in this purple thing, just so that we don't have to worry about defending ourselves from purple. What is this? Ah, purple's willing to give us a much better technology this time. Man, our fortification damage is not very high. Howdy. I know I didn't do the reinforcement thing this time, but it's because I'm not moving the ship back to fight him. These guys can handle this on their own. This guy needs to go and make sure of the of the name of this sea region. So Iraku is a governor. He may as well pick up the last point of Inspirational Leader. That seems fine. Yep, keep working my many, many cities. This one I am going to just wait until Difference Engine finishes before popping. Okay, everybody's got orders. Everybody's got stuff to do. I think I'm just going to let this guy's going to take this fortress. I'm just going to let him, and then I'm going to take it back. I don't really care that much. Actually, I don't want to do it from this space, though, because this space has lightning. Yeah, so he attacks, I get to defend, and kill him. And then I get to just take the fortress back. Is he going to retake it back? How do they still have a hostile village? You know what? I'm going to catspaw these guys and use them to harass this city. Okay, we can't actually get up here. There's a cliff. Well, this is a pretty small and weak city. I cannot believe he must have just taken this region or something. I can't mouse over this and see the name. That looks like it could be an M, though. I think we have found it. Alright, difference engine is done. So the question is, what's next? We have to research 5 of these to win the science victory. So I guess let's go to alloys for, yeah, look at that, for better construction times on our stockpiles, and then to dust-driven distillery for better buying of stockpiles. And then, at that point it doesn't really matter. We'll get serum and... Okay. That's the plan for the rest of the game. Let these researchers run. I will now pop this. That's pretty good. It didn't even take a whole turn off of Empire or Endless Alloys, but it is still pretty good. Let's buy a lot of titanium while we're here. We know we'll need it. At this point, I don't think it's unfair to say that I've won, and that we're just having to play it out. It seems very unlikely that any of the computers is going to be able to stop me from winning the game at this point. A lot of people like to play 4X games in sort of a peaceful way, and I do too. I like to just like see how good I can get the numbers ramping up and everything. Is that Guardian going to try to take my cities? But on a higher difficulties in basically all of them, certainly in Endless Legend and Civ 5, with which I have the most, those are the 2 that I have the most experience with, you just have to, play military on the higher difficulty levels, because somebody's getting conquered. It can be the AI or it can be you. But the AI is not going to not use all of its tools. It's not very good at using its tools, but it's going to use whatever it has. Yeah, this is the region we wanted. Well, I may as well go search this. It is a 3-facility region. We gotta finish up this thing with purple so that I can stop paying attention to purple's boats. Alright, I guess we'll just start up this tree. And try to add stats to the navy that Satasa is commanding. Rose Valhalla. Getting stuff done. Wow, we're getting a lot of XP on our heroes here. A hero that's in a city that has a full garrison will just gain tons and tons of XP. The passive XP per turn that you get is based on the size of the garrison. So let's buy this, and then I'm going to buy a couple of demons here. We're just going to put an end to this Guardian. We're going to make the city at least not easily claimable. You guys have given me all the intel I needed. Now start harassing these dudes. I'm sure they'll just come out and crush the eyeless ones, because why wouldn't they? Although it kind of looks like they're not doing it. Do I want you to even move? I kind of think you're okay where you are, just harassing that ship. You need to build a lot of things yet, apparently. I did not realize. Why is this grayed out? Oh, because this is the one that works on rivers, and you don't have any river tiles. Oh, I'm like totally just missing cities. Well, this city is horrible. Hot garbage. I was like, why can't I buy stuff out? But it's probably because I have 17 dust. Yeah, man. Their capital is not a very good city. This is what happens when you get behind on development. It becomes more and more difficult to catch up. These cities don't have very good science output, but every little bit helps. We'll be buying out a lot of these buildings anyway. We're making some pretty okay dust per turn. So it looks like we're going to have to stick the black spot on green in order to finish our faction quest. And we will do that just as soon as this war with purple is completed, because like I said, I keep having to hold my... put effort into holding my sea territories, because they're being dicks. I say they're being dicks. They're fighting a defensive war. I've never gotten an expansion victory because I don't... By the time you have enough land to get anywhere close to the expansion victory, your resource generation is so great that you'll probably win a scientific or economic victory before you actually get the last bits of territory that you need. Alright, cool. You almost never get that tech. So just out of curiosity, what is the difference, stat-wise, between Tier 2 Adamantine and Palladian and Tier 2 Mithrite Hyperion? These have 123 attack and 86 damage on them. Whereas these have 116 attack and 70 damage. So it's not a big difference, but it's a big enough difference that it would be worth doing if I was in an actual war. Obviously, what I mean by that is that purple is a joke. And I don't care what they think about things. They certainly are not going to threaten me militarily at any point. Go, guys, go! Oh, good work, everybody. 3 unupgraded eyeless ones, you know, what could possibly have happened? There was no outcome better than the one we just got. This asshole's trying to get away. He's kind of succeeding. Okay. So 3 turns till Endless Alloys. It's looking pretty bad for them. I don't know where this ship is going, but I want it to not go there. Okay. I think we can wrap this war this turn, maybe? Do I feel comfortable just going in on them through 123 points of fortification? You know what I do. Yeah. Okay, I think that's the end of that. Purple's gonna take a fortress from me as a last act of spite, and I will just trivially reclaim it at the beginning of the turn. And I can't imagine they have any more land anywhere. We can see almost all of the land regions now. They do have a sea region that will become available in a second, so we should get a boat up there. I don't have any naval units over here at all? Okay. Well, let's solve that. First of all, let's upgrade the boarding vessel design. This is basically just going to be a lightning strike ship. So we're going to equip it with hydrofoils, the best hydrofoils that we have access to, for the maximum level of improved movement. I mean... No, I'm not going to bother spending strategics on that. We're just building one of these. We may as well buy this out. Oh, it'll show up next turn. And we fell under Fervent again. Damn it. Luxury market. Do you have anything that I could... How many spices do we have? We actually have enough spices that we could do this. And this would push us back over, I think. Ah, no. The real problem is the approval level of the cities that we've recently taken being very low. So when that gets corrected, we'll bounce back up into positive approval. Or sorry, not positive. We're very positive right now. We'll bounce back up into having more than 90 approval. Delta needs to build a cargo dock, and it needs to build it. What a bad shape for a city they've chosen. I guess here. Yeah. We never did research tier 1 luxury extractors, so we actually can't get this gold without going back for a tech. Which obviously at this point we will not be doing. Because every tech you acquire raises the cost of future techs, and we don't want to drive up the cost of these end era techs any more than we absolutely have to. Alright, let's negotiate with blue. I'll remove this black spot if you give me some cool stuff. I don't suppose you have anything interesting. Nothing they're willing to give, anyway. How about your entire stock of titanium? I could actually really use that. And then, like, do you have a bunch of wine, maybe? I could use some wine. He doesn't. He doesn't have, like, anything interesting. Whatever, I'll take these. Bad news, friend. Alright. So, let's start breaking this region. These ships will be on the way to support pretty soon. I think we should be up to this task. Fairly sure. Oh, this is the Wings of Ruin quest. Never mind, I don't care about that. Well, let's go search this this unclaimed ruin. Alright, Endless Alloys is about to be done, which will mean that we are producing our stockpiles much more quickly. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. They really want us to go back for that tech. It's not happening. Gee, I don't know. Yeah, build up the security level in your city. That's something. That's the thing that could potentially matter. Alright, another plus 10% science in our very sciencey capital. Sorry, not our actual capital. Yeah, in Moretta, just Royal Universities. Right, Endless Alloys is about to finish, but obviously we'll get some spillover. Oh no, I forgot to swap the thing back to... I forgot to swap the naval building space back to this side. Okay, well hopefully that doesn't cost us an easy grab of this region. I guess the players who would most likely grab it are green and blue, and if green grabs it, we get to take it from them anyway, thanks to the magic of the black spot. Okay. Hopefully, green won't put up too much of a fight here. He doesn't actually have a land region adjacent. We could go take Nathan. We've been fighting a pretty underpowered foe so far. I don't know that it's necessarily the case that we can just waltz into Nathan and claim it with 5 units, but we'll have a look. Alright, this is mine. And then this is mine. That one only has 2 units in it. Yeah, that'll be easy pickings. So this is the only one that's actually even well defended. Alright, Endless Alloys, and at this point, the game will send a notification to all of the other players. All the other players get a notification when you hit 2 techs toward victory, and then 4 techs toward victory. So this is that notification. Like the bloodthirsty profaners. You have eliminated a neighbor. Profaners. Do the allow you refer to the Endless as the profaners? Because I have a... As Morgar, let me... Oh, if you'll allow me to roleplay for a moment. I have a particular problem with being called the same thing as the Endless. Apparently we have some pretty strong feelings on that matter. We are still getting spied on. Whatever. At this point, the damage that spies can do to us is so little that I don't even care. So let's check the marketplace. Occasionally, stockpiles will come up. The reason that there were stockpiles here is that occasionally stockpiles show up on the marketplace, and they've just been accumulating all game. Nobody's selling any of the interesting luxuries. Yeah, whatever. We're fine. So what do we have here? Dust accumulator and strategic boost. And I'm sure that's stuff that I already knew, but there's no reason to remember things when you can just go look them up real quick. Alright, so we will get Arimda. It looks like the sea monster's back, and I don't care. Sort of irrelevant. I will say the fact that trade is not conducted by actual trade units in this game makes things like the sea monster a lot less urgent than they would otherwise be. Not that I'm saying it's a bad decision, and it is tedious, like in Civ, trying to keep trade routes free of barbarians. Especially if you have barbarian camps spawning in like really remote places, and then they build naval units and all kinds of stupid crap. You end up just having your sea trade plundered over and over again, and because your boats can't clear the barbarian camps, you have to actually like send land units over there, and it's all very frustrating. I'm glad that we don't have to deal with that here. Yeah, get it done. Actually, we're pretty close to being able to just straight buy out stockpiles. So some place has a stockpile that is mostly done, or is done enough that we can do this. Okay, you should definitely have that. Oh, our approval level is all shot. Everything wore off. And there's not enough to rebuy almost any of it on the marketplace. Whatever, it's fine. Let's go do this, and we'll see if he has an interesting military or not. So he has a lot of troops visible. Wow, they're really bad. These are bad units. Monks are pretty cool. Monks are pretty powerful no matter what, even if they're a little underpowered, just due to the way their attack works. But I'm not concerned. I'm not scared of these guys at all. So we could buy out a couple of daemons. Apparently we can't. Apparently I lied. But I think we can take Nathan. It's surrounded by orange territory. It should be orange. The people want to be orange. We're going to liberate them culturally. In the classical way for cultural liberations to happen. Through sudden, unexpected violence. The black spot doesn't allow me to just attack his cities. I guess that's fair. I don't think I do want to declare war. Because then we have to worry about defending ourselves from this, and they're going to screw up our trade, and yeah, never mind. Never mind, don't care enough. I think I am going to sit here and try to challenge him to fight me, though, because killing him would be worth dust. Okay. Another sea region claimed. I see no particular reason not to... Oh, actually I do. Never mind. This guy could be a pretty good pearl gatherer. Which is something that we kind of need. Not really. Never mind. Ignore what I just said. We don't need that. Okay, so he actually has significant units here. We may not want to attack just the moment we get close. We may want to make sure that we have both of our groups in range. So let's try to get them close enough together that any attempt from green to attack us will at least engage both of our groups. Yeah, you have orders. What is this? Ah, they are attacking us. Okay. We fight back. Defensive war. 700 dust. Not too bad. And a level for Eslik Tarash. At this point, I think he'll just pick up personal damage. Remember, personal damage is better on him than it is on a lot of heroes because the damage dealt by the chain lightning is determined by the damage you actually deal to the unit you hit in the first place. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and just leave the city empty. I'm not going to declare war. The Delivering Staff. I've never seen this before. Plus 123 attack, plus 60% attack. Plus 72 damage, plus 30% damage. That is fantastic. I have never seen that before, but that's awesome. That is an awesome weapon. Yeah, we'll just chill here and wait for them to come out and fight us some more. I don't know. There's some pearls over here. Let's get those. Royal University was completed. At this point, it's not even possible for these to get done in time to matter anymore, I think. Alright, so we pop that. Hey, it actually did take a turn off. Nice. Yeah, this game's going to be over in just a few minutes. I don't think anybody can stop us. And we have a legitimate race going on between our two victory conditions. I think it is going to end up being another wonder victory, though. Alright, that's probably close enough, right? I don't mind moving into the negative weather here. I don't think it matters. We'll auto-resolve, because these ships are tiny and weak. And hey, look at that. Faction quest. Go. Oh, we finished 2 Royal Universities that turn. I guess I can just click on this a couple of times just to queue a couple in every city. I should probably have done that earlier. This is one of those times where the control click is going to save us a little bit of time. So, let's pop these. We're getting pretty close to being able to run some of our boosters again. You have orders already. I should make sure to click on the follow your orders button. Yeah, just sit here and wait for them to fight you. Gather dust. And there's no reason not to search ruins. I'll tell you what. This has been a lively game. I feel like I've been ahead for a long time. And definitely the income from having a couple of sea regions early has really sort of carried us through the game. But we've never been short on things to do, you know? Alright. At a season change, while keeping control over the 2 regions, make sure you have at least 2,000 dust. So it's going to be 13 turns before the next season change. Actually, it might be a science victory. You say do not ravage Mother Auriga, but it's not like you were not going to take the pearls. You just want them for yourself. Yeah, go do this. You guys, I guess, just go garrison up. Like, we don't really have any reason to push around anymore. We're just waiting on this science thing to happen. Luxury boost facility and science stockpile facility. Oh, that's nice. I can imagine that picking up a science stockpile facility early in the game probably makes a huge difference. I'd really like to see a game where I get a stockpile facility early. Alright, that's 3 victory techs done. We have 6 turns on this one. And, yeah, I think we actually are going to hit a science victory before the season change. Now we have a lot of dust. Yep. To be perfectly honest, I don't even care about this enough to keep issuing this guy orders. Just go garrison yourself somewhere. Yep, people are going to keep spying on us. We're going to go ahead and search this ruin. But then I'm probably going to put this army on defense mode too. At this point, mostly what we're going to be doing is tapping end turn. It's a little anticlimactic, I know. But, I mean, we've won, I think. I can't imagine anybody coming from behind. Yeah, that's fine. I can't imagine anybody coming from behind and pulling it out at this point. I should make sure to keep these rolling. With the amount of dust that we're bringing in, we're going to be able to produce... We're going to be able to keep our empire on science stockpile for the rest of the game. Between our rate of building and our rate of buying them. Yeah. Espionage. At this point, there's nothing they can do. So the only thing that could potentially go wrong here is one of the AIs suddenly winning an economic victory. But I just can't see it happening. I would like to keep this stuff going. I don't have enough. Alright, we'll just do... Oh no, this is valuable. 25 approval is actually really important to us. Alright. What is this? Juliarn? Sorry, Juliarn. I don't care enough to do that. popping stuff, and we're wishing that there was wine on the marketplace. How much moonleaf do we have? So we need 24. We may as well buy all of the moonleaf that's on the marketplace. This will accelerate us getting to pop our moonleaf booster a little bit. And then what do we have actually running right now? Because if we can get back to fervent, it's going to help. Let's speed this up a little bit. Alright, so a little bit of gold would be cool. Moonleaf, grass silk, blood crystal. I believe there's a bunch of grass silk and blood crystals, yeah. Blood crystal... Am I just not seeing it? It's right here at the top. Alright, so let's pop these. Okay, that gets us back to fervent. Whatever, people are getting hit by lightning and stuff. So how many turns until the moonleaf booster is available? We get 3.5 each turn, so it's going to be 2 more. Sure, that doesn't actually matter. That's not one of the things that can happen that matters. Alright. Yeah, we have probably we probably have stockpiles built up through the end of the game at this point. Well, I hope you guys have been enjoying this series. I've been playing a lot of Endless Legend lately. Especially since Tempest came out. I'm doing, 2 series a day, and I am playing in my off time. I'm playing with my girlfriend. I'm playing with basically anybody who will play with me. Yeah, sure. +8 science. Remember, she has a bunch of multipliers on the city, so +8 is actually a lot more than +8. I don't care about you leveling. Oh, I never pacified those guys. Is that going to be a problem? Do I actually have to deal with this? Hold on. Oh, green closed their borders on us at some point. We actually should probably do this so they don't break our control of Garant. Let's just go over here and burn the village down. Alright, that's 4 victory texts completed. It looks like United Empires Council is going to finish pretty quickly here. Moonleaf is available. Man, really? Plus 50% science didn't take a turn off of... Hi, Pink. What's up? How are you? What are you doing? I don't know why I'm bothering to level dudes up. There's no good reason for this. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. I think the land units don't bother to mess with your fortresses. So we'll just keep running these guys over here. It's not going to matter. We're going to finish our United Empires Council before winter can even fall. So we don't have to burn the village down, but I'm still going to burn the village down. I don't know what Pink is doing. Running their... Wow, actually pretty impressive artillery ships through my territory. I'm sorry, I'm being sieged by those eyeless ones. Okay, that's fine. It's like the last ditch effort. This is the last thing that they can do to mess with me. I had to zoom in a little bit there just to be able to click because the space that I want is kind of behind the city name plate. Yeah, keep that running. That's probably important. People are spying on us. I guess there's no good reason not to pop these science stockpiles, but I'm pretty sure we are all set through the end of the game. Alright, we are going to take our vengeance on these eyeless ones. Just because it's important to make an example of them. Everybody else needs to know. But what I was saying is, I've been playing a ton of Endless Legend, and man, I'm still having so much fun. I hope that you guys are enjoying the game as much as I am, enjoying all this footage as much as I am enjoying making it. Again, mostly about making an example of them. Let all the minor factions in all the future games remember this. Yeah, I know. Whatever. Alright, 5 techs in the Victory era researched. And that's a science victory as soon as the... There we go. That's a science victory. So let's have a quick look at the score screen. We actually should be pretty high, yeah. The score calculation really values terrain very high, or really values just having lots of tiles very, very highly. So that war of expansion we fought shot our score up pretty sharply, but honestly, I don't think it improved our victory chances that much. The vast majority of the science we produced was produced at home in our starting cities, Belloc in particular. Yeah, you can see everybody else is under 1,000. No, Keeper of Eggs just barely broke 1,000. We are making 20,000 a turn at the end of the game. So that is going to be the end of that, and the end of the Endless Legend Tempest series. I hope you guys have enjoyed this look into all the cool new stuff and cool new mechanics of Tempest. If you're enjoying the Endless Legend footage, do not worry. There is more Endless Legend coming on this channel. Every single day there will be videos. We're playing a Broken Lords game on Endless right now, and when that ends, we got some more stuff coming up after that. I'm not going to stop playing Endless Legend for quite a long time. If you guys enjoyed the series, please leave likes and comments and stuff. You know, it's YouTube. My ability to get paid for making video game videos is contingent on you guys enjoying the content, so I hope you are. And leave comments with any kinds of things you'd like to see me do on the channel in the future. I really do want to make the kind of stuff that you guys want to see. So, with that, we'll see you next time, whatever next time may be.